We are nearing the end of regular season basketball here in Iowa, and a team that had an immense success so far this season is the Unity Christian Knights. Their boys basketball team and their head coach, Cody Harskamp, is joining us on Coach's Corner today to talk about the Knights season. Thanks for being here, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
You bet. So obviously, let's start with the game from Friday. We're a couple days removed from that big win over MOC. How do you feel like your boys played?
I felt we played really well defensively, and we did a really good job of just rebounding the basketball. And then on the offensive end, I thought we did a really good job of just moving the basketball and knocking down the open shots.
Obviously, we love to talk about the wins, but I kind of want to focus on the losses this season because there's just so few of them. You have 3 losses. They're all by a combined 4 points and against very good teams. What can you, as the coach of this team, learn about yourself and your boys in these tough environments?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot from those losses. First of all, we just learned that we needed to clean some things up here late game. And most of the time in those losses, we did a lot of good things late in executing. We just either missed some shots or we just had a missed assignment here or there. The guys are extremely motivated, and those losses kept them working really hard in practice, and they just kept wanting to learn to get better. And we put in some new things too that will help us hopefully when we have some close games down the road here, and in the postseason, those close games are just going to help us and make us feel a little more comfortable in executing certain things.
And as I talk to coaches, they always reiterate that every person on the team is an important key piece. But who are some of the key playmakers for this team that really drive the engine?
Well, I think it starts with our seniors. We have 4 seniors who have been a key part of the success of our basketball program the last couple of years. Jackson Vogel has kind of been in the post area. He's done a great job for us, just offensively and defensively. Braden Bosma is another senior guard for us. He was injured last year, but he's been doing a fantastic job for us, just leading us both offensively. And a lot of times we've been giving him the best offensive player for the opponents, and he's done a good job with that. Traven Van Beek, just a great leader for us. He does a lot of the little things that people don't see on the floor. He's done a great job of leading us and defending some of the better players of our opponents. And then we have another young man in Colton Smith. He's injured and is not able to play this year, but he just does a great job of the morale of the team. He keeps everyone loose and gives everyone a good laugh every once in a while. So Colton's been a big part of that too. And then we got Dylan Bosma, who's been leading us the last few years. He's started halfway through his freshman year. He's a junior now. He just does a fantastic job of being a vocal leader for us, both on and off the court. Tice Van Dong's a sophomore. He's done a fantastic job of stepping in the starting lineup this year. Does a great job on the boards for us. Keegan Winterfield is another sophomore that comes off the bench for us. And Braden Harskamp, a junior that comes off the bench, has done a nice job for us. And Jonah DeYoung's another junior that has come off the bench and provides some good minutes for us also, and a lot of energy those guys bring off the bench for us.
Absolutely. And like I mentioned a little earlier, we're nearing the end of the regular season. You only have a handful of games left. Kind of walk me through what you want to see in those games as you guys prepare for the postseason.
Yeah, we just want to continue to get better both offensively and defensively, and just continue to do the little things. And then also just kind of stay in the moment, stay where our feet are here, not get too far ahead of ourselves. And this team has done a great job of that. They did a good job of that last year. And we're doing a good job of that this year, just not getting too far ahead of ourselves, but just make sure that we stay in the moment now and take one day at a time and just get better each day in practice and continuing to iron out the little details and the little things that will hopefully allow us to be successful in the postseason.
And for you as a coach of this team, what really makes Unity Christian unique and kind of worth the hours of sacrifice and effort to practice and get to these games? What makes it worth it for you?
Yeah. Just the community support, the parental support, and the support of the administration, and just the whole community of Unity Christian. It's just a great community to be a part of, a great community to just to work for, because of the common goal that everybody has, just to help these young men and young women of this school to be the best that they can be, and to use the talents and the gifts that God has given them. Um, I just feel really blessed to be able to do that. And it's just a joy to work with these young men. They bring so much joy and energy each and every day, and they're just a lot of fun to be around. Um, and yeah, when it's you don't even it doesn't feel like work. It feels like I'm enjoying and just playing around with them each and every day on the basketball floor.
That's fantastic. And what would make that so much more worth it if it couldn't just be so self-fulfilling anyway is winning a state championship. Kind of walk me through maybe the goals that you guys had set as a team at the beginning of the year, how you feel you guys have kind of gone about reaching those goals and where you sit as of today.
Yeah, I think just I asked the boys at the beginning of the year, to kind of write on an index card some goals that they have. And a lot of them wrote down, first of all, they just wanted to make sure that they enjoyed the season and had fun. And I feel that we're doing that. Another goal that they had is just, hey, let's get better each day at practice and improve in each game. And they've done a good job of that. And, obviously the big goal is that they want to get back to the state tournament. But they also know that we got to do other things before we get there. We always want to hopefully compete for a conference title, and we've put ourselves in a position to do that, and we just got to continue to keep working hard, and hopefully we're able to do that. And then when the postseason starts, just take one day and one game at a time there, and hopefully get to the ultimate goal that we all desire, and that's to be playing on that Friday night down in Des Moines.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you, Coach Harskamp, one more time for talking Unity Christian boys basketball, and we want to wish you and the Knights the best of the luck rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate for having me.